Tensions flared up inside the White House on Friday. There was this fiery meeting between US President Donald Trump and Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky. Information that has filtered out of White House seems to indicate that it virtually turned into a shouting match. Donald Trump was cursing throughout, and at one point of time, he just picked up and threw aside a Ukrainian battlefield map, telling President Zelensky that he was sick of looking at it. According to officials who briefed some journalists on this meeting, Donald Trump urged Ukraine to actually surrender the entire Donbass region to Russia, echoing talking points made by President Vladimir Putin, the Russian president, during a phone call with the American president a day before. Trump reportedly warned President Zelensky, and the quote said, if Putin wants it, he will destroy you, and insisted that Ukraine is losing the war. Zelensky had come down to Washington hoping that he'd secure that long-range Tomahawk cruise missile. But Donald Trump said no. Instead, he proposed a territorial swap that would see Ukraine give up the Donbass region, parts of Donetsk and Luhansk. President Zelensky rejected this plan, calling it dangerous and one-sided. He returned to Kyiv, urging allies not to appease Russia, and called for decisive steps to counter Moscow's aggression. Listen in.
I think that President Putin wants to end the war, or I wouldn't be talking this way. I think he wants to end the war. I spoke to him yesterday for 2.5 hours. We went through a lot of details. He wants to get it ended. I think that President Zelensky wants to get it ended. Now we have to get it done. They don't like each other. I say that in front of President Zelensky, but I say it in front of President Putin too. They have tremendous bad blood. It really is what is holding up, I think, a settlement. I think we're going to get it done, and we have to make it long-lasting. As I said in the Middle East, everlasting, right? Everlasting. And the Middle East is a much more complicated situation. You know, we had 59 countries involved, and every one of them agreed. And it's, you know, it's sort of amazing. Most people didn't think that was doable. This is going to be something I really believe that's going to get done. I had a very good talk yesterday with President Putin. I think he wants to get it done. It's the president, and the president. Okay, 3 presidents. And I'm the mediator president. Tomahawks are very dangerous weapons. They're incredible weapons. But they're a very dangerous weapon, and it could mean big, escalation. It could mean a lot of bad things can happen. Tomahawks are a big deal.
Will the U.S. give Tomahawk missiles to Ukraine?
Well, I mean, the president right now is certainly hearing that request from the Ukrainians. We know that it's something that they want. That's something the president's going to ultimately decide, but he has not yet made the decision to give Tomahawks to Ukraine.
Yeah, we spoke about Tomahawks. I'm open with it. We want very much, yes. And the president already, I think that American side said that. Look, we have to understand, because we don't have. I mean, we need them, and this is the position of American side for today. But nobody. I mean, nobody canceled this dialogue, this topic. Yes. So we just we have to work on it. I think that Russians afraid about Tomahawks, really afraid, because it's a strong weapon, and they know what we have, what kind of weapon we have, our production, and they understand that combination with Tomahawks, because we speak about it. We don't speak about Tomahawks like Tomahawks. We need combination, and that's why they're afraid of this combination. They understand what we can do.
Clearly, on begged, borrowed or stolen weapons, a war can never be fought and won. And that is why Prime Minister Narendra Modi's message to the country from onboard INS Vikrant becomes extremely important. And that is why Atmanirbhar Bharat in defense is so important. The manufacture of 41 ship or submarine entering Indian Navy's every 40 days, the fact that we make our own BrahMos supersonic cruise missiles, the fact that LCA Mark 1A is now being manufactured in India, the fact that we hope to make our own fighter jet engine, that is why Atmanirbhar Bharat in defense is so important. That's the biggest message on Deepavali.